So we wanted to just give a little brief update about a domestic scene here. The first, how many days has it been? What day was Biden's inauguration?
Let me calculate for a second. It's like 18 days, I think.
Checking in on as you do, the first crucial 18 days of the administration. That's what you got to look at. So just running down a quick list of some of the things he's done here, things of which have been broadly praised among liberals, but which I'm concerned are just kind of taking us back to the status quo before Trump in some ways. And in some ways not.
That's exactly my thoughts. Just pre-COVID's fine. Let's not try to make things better than that.
Yeah, just taking us back to the disaster we were living before Trump. Several executive orders. We rejoined the Paris Agreement, canceled Keystone XL. It's not bad. We're going back into the World Health Organization. We are including non-citizens in the census, Muslim ban reversed, and executive order relating to LGBTQ employment discrimination. There's protections for them. I believe that's in regards to federal hiring. So yeah, kind of restoring the center of gravity pre-Trump. And then I think as Biden relates to foreign policy, it's definitely a little more mixed. In Venezuela, we are maintaining our support for Guaido. Anthony Blinken, new foreign policy guy under Biden, made that very clear. Maintaining all these sanctions that were ramped up under Trump. I mean, of course, they began in 2015 under Obama, under this pretext that Venezuela was somehow a national security threat to the United States. Total bullshit.
Oh yeah, no. The premise was international drug trafficking, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's these,
which is equally absurd. I mean, when looking at this, it kind of reminded me how just generally our perspective on sanctions is totally fucked, and it's disappointing but unsurprising that Biden is continuing that unfortunate perspective on this.
Yeah, I mean, sanctions were ramped up under Trump, but this tends to be how it is in regards to foreign policy. A lot of time, things are really taken to a bellicose level under the Republicans, but we never step back from that. Everything that has been established under Republicans tends to be broadly maintained under Democrats, and that's the case with something like the Patriot Act. With these wars that Bush got us into, really, nothing ever really changes for the better as far as foreign policy goes.
It's so crazy and sadistic. We should just not be sanctioning them because that leads directly to deaths. As we found out with Iraq in the 90s, 500,000 children dead from those, and tens of thousands dead from these in the really short time they've been. You said since 2015.
The sanctions originally started in 2015 under Obama, and they were dramatically ramped up under Trump. But yeah, I think it's important to note, started with Obama. This was in 2015 after essentially Obama had nothing left to lose, right? You'd had the midterm elections. Obama wasn't going to run again. He could implement these sanctions and not really have to worry about the flack he was going to get from activists, even liberal activists at the time. And that's what he did.
Just even in this short span, we're talking about anywhere between like 40 and 60,000, something like that.
Yeah, the figure I've seen is at least 40,000 excess deaths per year because of these sanctions.
Per year,
which make it more difficult for any government owned or any public property. It makes it difficult for public hospitals to get the medicines they need. It makes it more difficult to import food into the country. And despite whatever mistakes you might point to that, the Maduro government has made, even if they had done everything right, they were going to be up against this interference. And I think history has shown that's just the case. So Biden staying the course in terms of foreign policy, Anthony Blinken making that very clear. And then also a U.S. Navy warship for the first time under Biden sailing through the Taiwan Strait. This was the USS John McCain. So, this asshole continuing to warmonger even beyond the grave.
Yeah, man.